Oh my god, we didn't even have the lights on. What the heck, man? See, there's so many parts here. How do we get better jobs? Just another storeroom. Air dryer's compressed thingy mabobski. I remember this. Upgrade to level 2 to get better jobs. So do we go for that instead of the testing bay then? What did that just do? Sounds like somebody doing this. Dehumidifier cartridges. That was the thing we're meant to change, right? That wasn't my beard. My beard was nowhere. Look, I went like that. Nothing to do with my beard. 10 minutes of that, please. Okay. Weirdo. Forgot what I was doing now. Oh yeah, that was it. It said add to spare list. That wasn't a fuel thingy, was it? I forgot where we got it from. Fuel system, lighting. Was it here? Compressor unit. Dehumidifier cartridge. See, a job like that, you get 50 points for. But then the other one, where you're replacing 6 tyres, which takes 5 times as long, you still get 50 points for that? Jake, what you need to do is just take that little clip there and then just put it on repeat and just keep listening to it for 10 minutes and you'll have your 10-minute ASMR video. Is there any way to get additional points? I'm trying to work that out. I don't know. I can't work out this score breakdown. It says current points 490. But we only got 50 for the job. But now we're on 590. So we went from 470 to 590. So we got 120 points. How? We got 50 for this, 50 for the overall condition, and 20 for fluids. I don't get it. We didn't do anything to do with fluids. We literally changed one part and got 120 points. I cannot work it out. Oh, here we go. The refrigerant levels of the aircon system need to be checked and refilled if necessary. That's slightly different. Air is a fluid. Captain Jack, thank you for 62. What's that got to do with it? Well, we replaced the filter. What's that got to do with it? Right, so the hot and cold... Looks like two little screw covers on the hoses. So we'll pop the rear cover off and then get the fluid thingy. Probably the game fills the oil as you were on level 1. When you get to level 2 or 3, you probably have to fill the oil by yourself. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Capacitor, tester. Maybe we just do an inspection. Battery H. Every time Squirrel plays a new game, my accountant gets nervous. If you can afford an accountant, you're fine. Coolant pipe. Might be easier on that side. The air conditioning service unit needs to be moved to the bus first. The air conditioning service unit. Wait, we have one of those? What's this? Move to the connect position. There we go. Okay. We're just going to recompress the whole system.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I think we're done. Dave, thank you for 67 months. Sign that off. Rajon, how you doing?
Happy anniversary.
Killer Cadet, thank you for 3 months. Hobbit, welcome back. It needs to throw more jobs in like that, like more interesting stuff, rather than just change the tires. See, we only got 25 for that. We got nothing for fluids, even though we blatantly just messed around with an air conditioning unit. As a result, we got, what's that, 75 points. Why? Why did we get fewer points than the last job? Gearbox oil filter again. Oh, come on, game. There doesn't seem to be symmetry between the amount of effort that you put in versus the number of points that you get. Oh, that's that one again. Gearbox oil thingy. Is there only one bus? We're in the pre-release version. I don't know on release what they'll do. But in this version, at the moment, there seems to be one bus. Will we get more buses later? Don't know. Wait, have we got a light switch down here? I didn't know about that. Right, gearbox oil filter. See, the tutorial didn't even get you to do that. That's hilarious. I must admit, they are really nice fluorescent lights. As fluorescent lights go, they're nice ones.
Aye, 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 aye.
Frosty Jack, good evening. I think my resub right at the start of the stream may have been missed due to the sub bomb. Hope the family well. Frosty Jack, I'm well. Hope you guys are well. And yeah, it did get very crazy at the start. Dehumidifier cartridge from last one. And a gearbox oil filter that needs to be replaced. So, do we need to top up the gear? Oh, we didn't top it up last time, did we? The gearbox oil. So we'll not do that.
Aye, aye,
Top
aye.
it up and see if you get more points. Well, last time we actually looked at it, we didn't actually even need anything. I need to open that to do it. Your class 66 TSW video. One thing is slightly correct. You mentioned Jim Moore made 400 class 66s. If that was a guess, then you was only 100 out. Yeah. Okay, Dave. I think the phrase I used there was 400 and odd. Like, as in, around that number. The gearbox oil filter needs to be replaced. 50 points. See, we got operating fluid 20 points. We got loads of points for that one. The AdBlue level needs to be checked and refilled if necessary. When are we going to get to disassembling the engine? I mean, there's like thousands of parts on the shelves. Right, the AdBlue tank is on the right-hand side. There's the AdBlue. Is he going to find the AdBlue thing? I'm guessing that might be it. Wow, that was empty. The game doesn't make sense. Why? In what way? If you get loads of those jobs, it won't take very long. Yeah, but Andy, what if the fluid meter's wrong? $25 points for that. No operating fluids because we didn't operate with a fluid, obviously. AdBlue doesn't count as a fluid. I don't get this scoring system. Change the gearbox oil. Ooh. I don't know, Ian. Wait, that's a different bus. That's a bendy bus. That's a different bus. Well, that answers that question. It does have more than one kind of bus. In fact, that came into the different bay. That came into bay 2, look. Interestingly, I don't know why, but it did. Change the gearbox oil. Wow. Okay, let's get the drainage thing. Just put that in the wrong place. Okay. I've fallen into the pit a bunch of times already. Let's see. Engine oil, gearbox oil. Reckon you have to pop that then? This is where you can have, like, having two tools will be very handy. I wonder if I can jump that. Ooh. Nope, aerosoft. Oh yeah, so it's changed the gearbox oil, doesn't it? Okay. We need to get the ratchet then. Now this is interesting because surely we don't have to undo all of those. That would be crazy. Yet the drain plug is not something I can click on. Do we do it from the fluid then? Aha. There you go. Press E or left mouse to stop the draining process. I think it's still draining, I'm not sure. Yeah, some minor clipping problems there. That's a lot of oil. Okay, it's empty now. Do we just get rid of that?
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Right, so we want gearbox oil. There's no way going to be enough in there. Timmy Boy, 63 months, thank you. Now if we go to operating fluids.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Wait, there's still oil in there? How does that work? I just drained it all. Northern Alex, how you doing? Gearbox oil filler neck. It's not letting me fill it though, so I'm thinking we can't fill it from this direction maybe. I'm not bad, Alex. Thank you, mate. Not bad. Jimmy Hat Free, welcome back. If you can't fill it from this angle, how are you supposed to fill it then? Oh, it is filling it. It is, look, it is actually filling it. It's just not showing you that you're filling it. Nothing happens when I hold the mouse down, but when I check it, it's put oil in there. Which explains why it appeared to have some, because I did click it. There you go. Right, it's full now. Well, it is pre-release, so I mean, you know, you got to cut them some slack. Okay, I think that's done, isn't it? Change done. Twitch says you're playing Omsi 2. Oh, it's such a liar. It's obviously I'm not playing Omsi 2. Why would it do that? $25 points for that. Nothing for operating fluids, which doesn't make any sense. And then an additional 50 points for the condition. Oh, we actually have two things here. The heating oil level needs to be checked and refilled if necessary. The engine's fuel filter needs to be replaced. Oh, it's starting to add the cards in now. Looks like a bendy again. Actually, no, it might not be. How much does level 2 cost? I think it was something like 2,000 points. Is it 2.5? We just got to do the grind. Okay. The engine's fuel filter and the heating oil level. So the heating oil is on the right side, near the door, just next to the AdBlue. So we can check that easily enough. And the engine's fuel filter is at the back. Okay. Right, I thought you just picked up a square spanner. Right, we've got the fuel filter. 35%. Can we get rid of that? Are you on Reddit? Not really, no. One fuel filter. Now, where's the heating oil? I remember seeing it over there. Is this it? Is it that tank? It was one of these, wasn't it, somewhere? Engine oil, there it is. Don't know, Dave. Wow, there's virtually no heating oil in there. I don't know, Dave. See how it goes. See if I enjoy it. Have you seen the new cooking simulator update? They added skewer for burgers. No, I've not seen that. I think that's that, isn't it? I think we've done both of them. No, we didn't buy level 2 yet. We're still saving up for level 2. That's 2,500 points. We're just on the grind at the moment. But it's thrown a bendy bus at us, and it's thrown us 2 jobs in one at the moment, so it's kind of slowly escalating. Melting Lava, thank you for 28 months. Finally got your G29, probably getting Toby eye tracking. Nice, dude. Points for this job, 75. Overall condition, 50. Right, so we're on 1,000 points now. There we go. The middle axle's tyre pressure needs to be checked and adjusted, and the engine's fuel filter needs to be replaced. I suspect a lot of people who play this game will refund it within the first 2 hours, because, and what they'll say is, they'll complain about the jobs. They'll say, oh, the jobs are always the same, they're boring, blah, blah, blah. And they'll refund it. Because we've been playing it, what, just up on 2 hours? And we've just started to get split jobs. Like, it's a really slow progression. And I think a lot of impatient people will not get this far. Not OMSI do. Aww. Right, the middle axle is that one there, near the bend. So I've got to take all of those tyres off and replace them. Oh no, sorry, tyre pressure needs to be checked. That's fine, that's easy. The engine's fuel filter, which is in the back again. Okay. See if you can check the fluids on this one. The oil coolant, AdBlue, maybe get some extra points for that. I don't think it'll make any difference, but for science, we'll do it. We'll do it for science. I would be amazed if it worked. It'd be kind of weird to be picking up. I mean, what other jobs should we be doing? Check the washer fluid. I mean, where does it end? Check all the tires. Do we check all the tires apart from the middle one? That one's on 9. It says operating fluids. Okay, sorry. I'll have a look. We'll do all the tires on this side just for good measure. See if we can get brownie points. There's 2 tires, yes. But if you look, there's 2 nozzles. One's for the inner, one's for the outer. You just have to stand at the right place for the other one. Well, that was too high. That was way too high, that one. Okay, so we've done the fuel filter, we've done that. Actually, I've not replaced it yet. The middle axis tire pressure needs to be checked and adjusted if necessary. It doesn't mention anything else about fluids. So that's inspecting the actual tank, isn't it? It's not actually inspecting the fluid level. So if you want to inspect the level of those things, you've got to bring the actual thing over. Let's grab the fuel filter before I forget. So the engine oil's nearly full, so that one's definitely fine. Yeah, I don't know. We can try the heating oil one, I guess. That was nearly full, just topped it off. There's an AdBlue down here. AdBlue's nearly full, so yeah. I don't know. We've done those. There doesn't seem to be a money system at the moment, no. Ooh. Interesting. That's the first incorrect or incomplete one I've had. The middle axis tire pressure needs to be checked. I adjusted all of them. No, the filter was done. It's penalized me for the tire pressures. And I definitely remember checking every tire inside and out. And put it on 9 bar, so I don't quite understand that. You got an extra 20 points for operating fluids. What does the overall condition mean then? Maybe the overall condition is like, if you come across some parts that are substandard, you replace them. So maybe if you got like say like a wheel nut that was on 99%, and you swapped it out for 100%, maybe you'd get a bonus point. Well, the tire pressure gauge, if you look at it, actually has like reds and then oranges and then has a green section. If you land it anywhere in the green, it's fine. And I put it on 9 bars, which is well in the green. If you hover, there are no details. Must be joking. No. There's no additional details. So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it penalizes you but doesn't actually say why. All of the emergency equipment needs to be checked and replaced if necessary. This includes fire extinguishers, warning triangles, first aid kits, flashing warning lights, and the window. Because obviously there's only one window. The engine's fuel filter needs to be replaced. There's a light at the bottom of the screen, Dave. Where? Where are you seeing the light, Dave? Oh, the window hammer, right. When you complete the job, at the bottom of the screen, there's a red, yellow, green light. Yes, Dave. It tells you what they mean. It doesn't tell you why you got yellow, it just tells you what the light means. Right, let's grab the square spanner thing. Oh. Why does this keep happening? Have I already got the spanner in my hand and I keep going to pick it up and it puts it down again? Is that what's happening? That's really annoying. It's already in my hand. Yes, that's on 100%. If it was on 99, maybe we should replace it. I don't know. There's no door through that. Wait a minute, what's this do? That implies maybe later on you can actually repair items in the workshop.
Happy anniversary.
Party King, think for 2 months. Hey, Refrick. They're announcing if we're going back to school right now. Intern. Where do you live? Right, we've done that one. Oh my god. Wow, okay. So you've got, how many handles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total? I can see 5 handles. The emergency exits. Compartments, fire extinguisher. Where's the hammer then? Yeah, I've got to check the extinguisher. How you get that out of there to check, I don't know. In fact, how do you even check the stuff on the bus? Is it going to let you go inside the bus? There's a contact beside the door to open it. Which mode do you need to be on to do it? So you can only be in certain modes, like it can't be assembly or disassembly because it'll start taking the door off, won't it? And it can't be vehicle inspection because then it starts looking at the condition of it. So how do you physically press a button? Mark 644, doing okay, thank you. Is this how we have to check the parts, do you think? There must be a way of getting on the bus, surely. The button to open the doors is always right of the front door. No, it's not that, Referick. It's not where the button is. It's like, how do you make the game let you in? %37%. So one of the 5 was broken. That's on 100%. What else is there? Warning triangles. Oh, I haven't done that. I haven't done that big unit. How are we supposed to get at this? I feel like there must be a way to get on the bus, but I don't know what it is. You take the door off, I don't know. Disassembly. Modular tachograph. No, it's a square spanner to pop it down. That's the door release, isn't it? So in order to move the door, we need to remove all those parts. I don't want to remove the door. Oh yeah. Okay, inspect. %, 100%. Well, everything that's there is like fine. I need to replace one of these handles. Emergency window hammer. Driver's seat. This is cool. So 99% upholstery. I think we should replace it for a brand new one. Trapdoor access to the engine. Interesting. Oh, look at that. And that's how you can get all that stuff. I don't know where we're going to get the hammer from. Yeah, we've got the broken one in our hand, which is this one. Emergency equipment window hammer. Just need to find out where in parts that will be. I'm thinking it's not in here, personally. Wasn't the interior stuff in a different room? Wasn't it in this room? Oh, that was all panels. It might be this one. Door spare parts. Body. No. It's not in that room.
Welcome to the Nut House.
It's here. There you go. Interior spare parts are over on that shelf. C2 shelf. Gaming Hydraulics, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Nut House. I've got to remember where it was now. There's one there. Wasn't it here somewhere? There it is. Is that it, do you think? We've done the fire extinguisher. Warning triangles I didn't see. Fire extinguisher, we did all the stuff in the emergency tray. We've done all 5 window handles. We've done the filter. Well, I think it would show us if it had a warning triangle, wouldn't it? I mean, how else would you know where it went? Triangles in the orange box. Well, we did everything that I could see. Wait, wasn't there... Wait a second. Wasn't there a triangle missing? It looks like there should be something over here to me. That's a flashing light. Looks like there's something missing though. That's the warning triangle, that's the flashing lights, and they're the first aid kit. Let's sign it off and see what happens. How do we close the door? No. No! What the heck, man? I didn't even know that was a thing. The battery side tray. Well, good to know. Gotta press the button. How do we close the door? That one? No. Oh my god, I don't know how to shut the door. Little DRO, thank you. Interesting, so are we saying that you can't close doors, but you can open them? I don't get it. I do not get it. Let's send it out and see what happens. We might get penalised for the fact that we sent it out with open doors. All doors need to be closed in order to move the bus? No! I don't know how to close the door. If I can't close the doors, I can't even send the job out. Well, surely if we close the doors from the inside, then... we'll be locked in, right? Can you click the door from the inside? I don't know. Oh my god. What is this? The control unit? Oh my life. Compressed air hose. Nope, nope, nope. Close it. Close it. Burn it with fire. Go away. Don't care about that stuff. Behind here. Oh, they're just panels. Fake panels. That's what they are. Try click on the door with inspection. Alright, visual inspection. We can in fact inspect the door. And the door is good. He closed the door. Left click E doesn't do anything. Left click E doesn't do anything. Like the game literally doesn't tell you what you need to do to shut this door. Get rid of the spanner in your hand. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, we have no tool in our hand now. There just aren't enough options. Is there anything the game's control? This is the only options there are. The game controls doesn't have very much in it. Front bumper of the bus passenger side should have a hidden door switch path. I mean, okay. I mean, that does the front door. But it doesn't do the other doors, does it? Is there an equivalent button back here? Well, it won't let me control the inner doors from the inside, will it? Unless we find an exciting magic button that does it. Pull the door closed. How can I pull it? I've never had to... Literally don't know. Oh, that's cheeky. That's very, very cheeky. That's disgustingly cheeky to the point of how many people who play this game are going to get so mad when they can't figure that out. That's unbelievable. Oh wow. They need to do something with that before they release the game. That's gonna wind people up something nasty, that one. Jeez, man. You've got to find the magic buttons? Wow. Not even a tip, not even a... By the way. I hope they do something before they release that. Like, if you're a dev, that's probably really obvious to you. You're like, yeah, you just click that button. Yay, we got 50-point greens. Woohoo! So how many did we get for that? 1190 to 1360. Hey, that's pretty good. Is that 170 points? Oh, and then we just go straight back down to check the AdBlue. Thank you, game. I'm going to turn the bus animation off.
Welcome back.
Pre-release, pre-release. Tubbs, thank you, welcome back. I'm Party King. I got trolled and jumped out of bed for Omsi 2. Oh dear. Yeah, so in the options, you can disable the bus animation if you want to. You don't want it to be like really repetitively annoying. AdBlue needs to be poured in here. I'm pretty certain I just went and clicked that. Unsafe work practices. I don't think I can give an opinion on the game yet, to be honest with you. I feel like I've not even opened up the potential yet. Heating oil and gearbox oil. Oh, this is such a grind. The heating oil was in one of these. That one, wasn't it? There we go. There's the heating oil. I mean, let's put it this way. I can see the detail that's on the buses, but the game's not letting me kind of get access to that yet. That's the heating oil done. And the gearbox oil is... Gearbox oil needs to be replaced, so we need to drain it first and then pop new stuff in. Gearbox position, then we're going to need the ratchet thing. Go into fluid mode and then drain. Was it just a filter? Oh dear. Well, that's disappointing. I thought it said all the oil. Pablo, thank you for 10 months. You're welcome, mate. Thank you for your support. Did I misread that? Yes, I did misread that. So I just drained all the oil.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Gearbox oil filter. Northern Alex. What are you doing? Guys, if you just got gifted a sub by Northern Alex, please please give him a thank you. And also give him a follow. That would be nice. Gearbox. Filter.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Fill the oil up from the inside. What does that even mean? Thank you, Alex. If you're not following Alex, please give him a follow, guys. He's streaming a lot on Twitch now.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Where's the gearbox fluid? There is. Oh. Ugh. I really wish I had not have
Welcome to
emptied
the
all
Nut
the
House.
gearbox oil. Oh well. Interesting. Why can't I pour the gearbox oil in? You can buy a... Well, not so much a tool belt, but you can basically buy extra spaces for tools, which is the same thing. Yeah, it's annoying. You see, on the right there, well, behind, just here, is 1, 2, and 3. I've got 2 and 3 locked, but if we have the extra slots, we can switch tools. You're getting close to partnership requirements. Do you know what, Alex? I didn't realize that you didn't have the partnership yet. AdBlue and coolant levels. Yeah, so if you go to unlock features, we have 1,560 points, so we could spend 1,000 now and get a second tool belt slot if we wanted to. We could also spend 1,500 points and unlock the testing bay for braking shock absorber testing. Or we can save up and try and get experience level 2, which is this one. You'll get new types of jobs. So we're kind of just going all out and trying to get that. You should get it, Alex, I reckon. I guess the problem you're going to face, Alex, you know, thinking about the whole COVID situation, is there's going to be a lot of people applying as well, I think. I guess. AdBlue and coolant levels. What's the temperature where you are, Alex? Oh, come on, game. Is the snow gone yet? Please tell me you've actually got rid of the snow. Okay, that's the AdBlue done. The coolant is up here, look. Coolant drain plug. Which is going to be that bar. It's a balmy 13 degrees, the snow is gone. Gonna have a wine and roast this afternoon. Nice. Where's the coolant? The coolant collection tank. I want that. Hmm. Yeah, the collection tank I take to mean emptying, but I guess we'll click on it and see what happens. Move to the drain position. Yeah, that's just for draining. Checked and refilled if necessary. Okay, so first of all, let's go into inspection mode and see if we can check it. %. That's probably just the lid, isn't it? That's the actual reservoir state. What about operating fluids? Water needs to be poured here. Right, okay. Nobody puts water in the coolant. That's insane. I didn't go to water because I was looking for coolant. As if. You're supposed to put a coolant mix in. Coolant is water. What? It's not just water, Dave. You don't just put water in a radiator, mate. It's crazy. There we go. Use water for years in Nigeria. You can get away with it in Nigeria because you're not going to freeze. But everywhere else, if your radiator freezes, the coolant inside freezes, you've got big issues. Gearbox oil filter. Come on, game. Give me some proper jobs. Rusty radiators from the inside with straight water. Water pumps don't like straight water either. It's very true. At the very least, you need some inhibitors in there. I've lost track of how many gearbox filters we've fitted.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Little DRO, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Nut House. Thank you for your support. $1780 points. We're getting there. We're getting there. Aha! Triple. The middle axle's tire pressure needs to be checked and adjusted if necessary. The gearbox oil filter needs to be replaced and the heating oil levels need to be checked. So it's all the same stuff, but just more of it now. No, if you look at the bottom, it says if you decline this job, it will cost you 100 points. So yeah, you can decline the job, but do you really want to lose 100 points? I mean, 100 points is a lot at this stage in the game because we're only getting like 50 to 100 for each one. Okay, that's the heating all done. Gearbox filter. Can't wait until next Friday. It's Money Day. And guess what comes in on Money Day? Squirrel sub. Money Day. I like that. Baz, have you seen the details in here, mate? Seriously, just look at this. Like, there's 3 pages of stuff here. I can't even work out how to navigate the pages. I'm doing page up, page down, left, right, up and down, home and end, 1, 2, and 3. Like, what are the key combinations can you possibly have to look through the pages of stuff? How do I access the pages over here? I don't know. But, yeah, you're talking like serious detail on the engine here. Mouse wheel doesn't work either. Mouse wheel doesn't work. If you drag, if I try to
Happy anniversary.
hold left click and drag it. Oh, hang on. How did I do that? How did I do that? You scumbag game. Okay, I've got it. I've got it. I've worked it out, guys. I've worked it out. First person to send in 100,000 bits will find out the answer. Hashtag sellout. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. It's a secret. You'll have to work it out for yourself. It's not obvious. I'm going to tell you that. It's not obvious. Anyway, what I was trying to say was look at the amount of stuff that you can do in here. Hydraulic coolants, hydraulic oil pumps, rocker arms. Like, when you get to the point where you've got to actually assemble an engine, that's going to get crazy. Right, what was I doing? I've lost my train of thought now. Scumbag. Oh yeah, gearbox oil filter. That's what we're doing. Yeah, why not Q&E exactly? Why not left and right? Why not something that makes sense? Assemble. Oh, you could give that a try, Alex. I mean, you could probably make a Twitch clip out of it as well. That'd get you partnered. Gearbox filter. Right, middle axle tire pressures need to be checked. Let's grab the compressed air thingy. This is the middle axle. Last time I did this, I only got a yellow for it. I'm thinking 9 was too much, so I'm just going to put it back to 8.5. So it's smack in the middle of the green though. All banned for life. Nah. You don't get banned on Twitch for stuff like that. You get banned for like 4 days and then your channel like doubles overnight. That's how it works, right? Alright. Ooh, that was low. That was definitely illegal. Right. That's the middle axle. All of them's on 8.5. So I think they're all done. Yay! 100 points for that. Plus bonus of 50. Last time you missed a tire on the left. Ah. I did wonder what I'd done. The tyres on the rear axle need to be replaced. Oh, not a tyre replacement. Oh, these are annoying. Why is that gone invisible? Game please. Well, it seems to be working. It's just not kind of... not really drawing it properly. Oh, I don't want to go... Game, what are you doing? Can't let go of it. It won't let me let go of it. It seems very repetitive like car mechanics sim. I've got news for you, man. Mechanics' jobs are very repetitive. In fact, driving a bus is actually very repetitive. Every day you get in the same bus, or one very similar to it, and you drive the same route, and you'll probably do that for a few weeks before they change you onto a different route, just so that you don't go completely crazy. Train drivers' jobs, they've got a similar thing as well. They get in their train, and they drive a route every single day, and they'll do it for weeks, and if they're lucky, they might get a different route. Fact is, it's quite repetitive. You're a full-time car mechanic. What's your number one most popular thing that you have to do every day? What's your most popular job that you get to do? Is it like change some tires? Is it check the engine oil? Is it replace a few plugs? Alright, we need to get the good old ratchet. And just before I do this, I'm going to double check. The tyres on the rear axle need it right, so we're going to replace all of them. Need to long arm this. Spanner ratchet pneumatic screwdriver. What? You're a taxi receptionist. I bet you get some crazy people phoning you up. Bus driving isn't that bad generally. You get 3-4 different routes on a day. That's how it's done here. Not here. Blimey. One of my mates is a train driver. And he just does the same route every day. And if he's lucky, they'll change him onto a slightly different route. But it's always on the same line. Yeah, that's one wheel. It's a second wheel. Let's have a look at this. So all the nuts are in good condition. We just need to get 2 new wheels. Changing tyres is the most popular, and you do MOTs as well. Because the fact is, that's basically what they call bread and butter, isn't it? That's what most vehicles come in for. It's an MOT, and that's when you'll tend to find things that need doing. Especially commercial vehicles. Like, commercial vehicles get used. They only bring them in when they absolutely have to, because it's costing money. So commercial vehicles are the worst for that. If they're not on the road, they're not earning. It drives you insane. They use ratchet sounds for the wheel nuts. Should be air wrenches. We're using a ratchet though, Alex. Later on, you can get the pneumatic one. But at the moment, you start off with a spanner, then you get the ratchet, which is what we've got. And then you buy the pneumatic one. Okay, that's that side. See that, Blue Nation? Yeah, because if you look at your upgrades here, Alex, we paid for this. We got the ratchet, which is quicker to undo bolts than the spanner. And then you can get the pneumatic screwdriver, which will increase the speed. Again, we could buy that now, but we're saving up for this. But we really would like to get that.